fitness industry loves diet and exercise. In my nutrition series, I'm exploring one of those two pillars. Now, it's time to examine the other. No! You leave me my training programs! Training programs are the how-to guide to get you from A to B. If you want to get results, you need a training program. That's how they're sold. No self-respecting fitness enthusiast is without a training program. It reeks of amateurism and is synonymous with no gains. And this may surprise you, but I agree. If it's the choice between an aimless and program-toting gym rat, my money's on the guy with the notepad and pencil. There's a hierarchy. Aimless beats sofa surfer, but A4 beats aimless. The fitness industry's got it spot on here. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, we friends. But can the concept of a training program be improved? Now, looking at the type of person who successfully uses training programs, they have certain attributes in common. They have discipline, they like structure, they like a belief system, they're goal, process and progress orientated, and they value education. But why are some people unsuccessful with their training programs? That's simple, they don't follow the program. It's always a client's fault. Well, sort of. It's related to their value system. Now, two things happen with training programs. You complete it, or you don't. If you complete it, your percentage improvement is down to suitability and the adaptability of your body to that particular stimulus. And if you don't complete it, you either abandon it or it injures you. If you abandon it, it basically means you haven't bought into the moral concept that it's right to complete it. I'm not saying you're wrong for not completing it. I'm saying you haven't attached a moral imperative to its completion. So, something like this. Yeah, I'm not feeling it at the moment. And that other thing I'm supposed to do, it's more important to me. Now this is being high on intuition. If you're injured by it, it basically means that your moral imperative has overridden your self-preservation. Now this sounds like, I don't feel up for it. I've got to do it, because the program says so. Now this is being high on morality. But when it comes to training the human body, the body knows no morals. It doesn't care about should and ought. It cares about what's best for it. It's utterly amoral, and viewing your training through a moral lens just isn't useful. In order to get the best out of your training program, you have to be totally Machiavellian. Concern yourself solely with the best thing for you at that moment in training. Like Neil McCauley says in Heat.
Guy told me one time, don't let yourself get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner.
So how do you achieve this? You listen and read the sign language of your body. Training programs are like the map to get you somewhere. Your body and brain, though, is like the sat-nav in your car. If the map says go on X route, but your sat-nav says there's traffic, listen to your sat-nav. It's got the more current information. You don't say, well, darling, our 8Z Road Atlas 2008 edition does say there's a clear road here. There's just no traffic on it. The body's got the real-time information on how you're doing, not the training program that you got weeks before. And a skilled athlete or trainer would find you an alternative route to get you through that bit of the training. But if you don't have those skills, then resting is 100 times better than pressing forward and being stuck in traffic by ignoring the dangers that the body's telling you. If you know a journey's got traffic, you adjust the departure time. If traffic gets sprung on you and you know there's a 2-hour tailback, you try and find another route. And if there's no other route, you're better pulling off to the side of the road and doing something else. Have a picnic, watch a film, but don't persevere with it. And if you can't pull off the road, you slow down to the speed of traffic, turn the radio on and start singing. You don't drive like there's no traffic. The system is called auto-regulation, and any successful coach or athlete uses it. Your body feedback always supersedes what you've written on a sheet of paper. And anyone who says, you've got to follow the program, it's always right, I wrote it, isn't practicing what they preach, because they auto-regulate. There is another way of doing it though, and I've used this for the last 3 years. I call it retrospective programming. I write the program retrospectively. I know the destination and I know how to get there. I just write the session after it's done. It's more like an account or a diary of what I did. I let my body call the session every day before I do it. Primarily, it requires a purpose. Why am I doing the training? The destination comes from the purpose. Then it requires a thorough knowledge of the classification and variety of exercises out there. Then you need to know how to manipulate intensity, volume, workload and recovery. Here's a quick example. I want to improve my squat pattern capacity because I think it'll make me stronger or give me bigger legs. That's my purpose. So, I need to know a good few variations of the squat pattern. 2 foot narrow, normal or sumo, 1 foot piston or step up with knee travel, let's say. I need to know I can carry the weight behind, in front, above or to the sides and the effect. I also need to know that carrying a weight on one side will emphasize a different plane of movement and that will affect the load. I need to know my maximum effort so I can decide on intensity for the day. That will give an indication of my volume per set. From that, you can calculate workload and you just compare that to previous sessions. And the recovery is the least amount of time required for perfect execution of the next set. It's like squat shopping on eBay. Put squats into the search bar, flick through the list of new and used, and pick the one that you like the best for your squat party. As you read through the list of options, it's really easy to feel the one to do. You mentally rehearse each of the options and choose the one that you get the most excited about. You satisfied the training program by doing squats, but you've allowed your body to guide the best expression of it. And you can keep the progressive overload by increasing intensity or workload by 5%. It's a successful session and you don't get injured. If you're mentally rehearsing and everything feels cold, only thing to do is a warm-up. During the warm-up, something will trigger. If not, take a rest day. Consider this. When you're on the motorway, is your mind constantly focused on the destination or on the cars around you? And being focused on the cars around you, does that stop you getting to the destination? I know the purpose of the session and then choose the best way of training that purpose on the day. And once you've chosen the best way, you're free to give it your all. And it's easier to give it your all because you've chosen the best way. Sometimes what you're led to do is the same as what you would have written down anyway. But that's just coincidence. It's like fortune telling. And I don't want to leave my training to Mystic Meg. But if you feel that you still have to write out a program because it appeals to your sense of structure, that's no problem. When what you've written in your program doesn't coincide with your choice on the day, then that's a chance to test something that's far more important than all of this. Your evolutionary spirit. Survival of the fittest comes from the ability to adapt. When you listen to your body in real time, you're practicing that ability to adapt. You're not failing, cheating, or wimping out the program. You're exercising your ability to adapt your program as you develop so you can survive and thrive. Yeah. Keep training. Training program's good. I hope this helped. Comment below on your training program experiences, hit the thumbs up, and if you like my vibe, please subscribe. Woo!